Hey guys, it's been a while, but I'm finally back with part 3 of my collection room tour, the Detolfs. Let's check it out.
Shut up and sit down.
So first up here to the left of my Detolfs is a small media shelf where I keep some of my NECA collection, mostly of 80s and 90s movie characters. That Rocketeer is Diamond Select, and then NECA Back to the Future, that new NECA Alf, which is a great figure. Down below I got Back to the Future figures from the first movie, and then we move on to Back to the Future 2 below that. Then below that, the Icon Heroes, Daniel LaRusso and Johnny from Karate Kid. Moving down below that, the various Terminators from the first Terminator movie. And then below that, we start the Terminator 2 NECA collection with the T-800, the T-1000. And below that, we got Sarah Connor and John Connor on the very bottom. Now right here in the first Detolf, starting off with my Ninja Turtles movie shelf. Got the Turtles, April, Casey, Splinter, some accessories. Got the baby turtles there with some of the accessory set pieces. Moving down, we got the villains, Taka, Razor, Super Shredder, Shredder, and some foot soldiers from the first 2 movies. And then below that, I have my NECA Predator collection. What I have left, I've sold off some of the Predators. Kept mostly movie Predators, but I did keep this dude with the big claws I think he's from a comic book. But I really like that one. Of course, Dutch. 2 different versions of Dutch. And that guy. I forget his name now. I know it's Shane Black, the director / actor. And then on the bottom, I kind of have a mixture of various movie figures and television show figures. I got the NECA ED909, the Mafex RoboCop from RoboCop 2, MEZCO John Wick, a third-party Walter White, the MEZCO Predator. Behind him, third-party Trinity and Neo. And then behind that, the MEZCO Warriors. And then this guy, I forget his name, behind Walter White. But he's a third-party figure, really well done. God, I forget his name. I think it's Cyber Robin or something. Anyway, that's the first Detolf. So in the second Detolf, I have mostly Marvel figures. At the top, I have my Marvel MEZCO figures. In the back, got Deadpool and that new Bishop, Wolverine, various different Wolverines and Gambit, 2 different Punishers, Black Panther, Captain America, Blade, Spider-Man 2099. And that black costume Spider-Man, which I'm afraid to pose because of the material. So there they are. Below that one, more Marvel, but this time Mafex figures. Got mostly X-Men. And then just got in that X-Force, Wolverine, and Deadpool, which are both really nice. Really nice figures. It's highly unlikely we'll get the rest of that team from Mafex, but I'm glad I got them. They're very well done. And below that, more Marvel from Mafex. This time, the various Spider-Man figures I have, along with the 2 villains they've done so far, Carnage and Venom. And then on the bottom shelf, I just put this one together the other day. I have my Animal Warriors of the Kingdom collection. So far, that's Series 1. I think Series 2 will be shipping soon. So there they are. Cool looking figures. Now let's move on to the third Detolf. So in Detolf number 3, I got Rumble Society figures from MEZCO, including a few Gomez's in the back, Street Gomez, Golden Gomez, got a Stealth Gomez, another Agent Gomez. That's an Agent Gomez with a black skull head, a Casino Royale Gomez, another Agent Gomez, and then I got the Death Brokers, Black Skull Death Brokers, I think it was, along with another Stealth Gomez there. Got that, what do they call him? Enter the Dragon Gomez, I think. And then Diabolique, old 1960s, I think, French movie character. I'm not familiar with it, but he looked cool. He was inexpensive for a long time, so I picked him up. Below that, more Rumble Society, more Gomez. This time, like ninjas and samurai, including in the middle that third party, not MEZCO, but that third party Wukong Monkey King, surrounded by some Golden Skull ninjas. Got that V-Toys Red Shadow Ninja. More Gold Skull ninjas. Got the Crimson Shadows, I think it's called Crimson Shadows Gomez. Along with one of the samurai that came with the Wukong Monkey King. Another one that came with the Wukong Monkey King. Lone Roach and Grub. The white V-Toys Shadow Ninja. There in the front, along with another Golden Skull. Love that display. Love those samurai and ninja. Alright, below that, guess what? Oh, more Rumble Society, more MEZCO, including both versions of the Mosquatch. The Black Skull Death Brigade. Got 4 of those. In the middle, I got the, what's he called? I forget. Basically, Snake Eyes with a snake head. He's got that cigar in his mouth, which looks cool. Behind him, the very hard to get, elusive White Skull Agent. I was actually able to get him by joining the waiting list, so always join that waiting list. That's one of 500 that MEZCO made. Really cool looking figure. And then I have both versions of the Hazard Squad Gomez there. That one and that one, along with the 3 3/4 versions in the back that they packed in with those. And then on the very bottom shelf, oh, more Rumble Society from MEZCO. Some of the odds and ends, the both Baron Bens. I got the Captain Nemo, both Doc Knox, the Hawk P90 in the back with the red Krig, and then the Jada Toys Invisible Man, which is an amazing figure. I put him in there. I thought it looked cool, kind of fit. So that's the third Detolf. Now let's check out the fourth. Once again, this fourth Detolf, Rumble Society, MEZCO, more. Can you tell I like the Rumble Society? In the back there, I got some of the pink skulls. That one with a different jacket. And a custom knit hat. Don't remember where I got it. Cousin Eddie there on top with this jug of whiskey. And then this was the Scooby-Doo van. Who made that? Was it Playmates? Jack Pacific? I forget. But obviously customized, painted it black with the sticker pack from Prime to the First. Thought that looked cool. And then more pink skulls from that first set of pink skulls. I got Vapor, spray paint. Down here I got that that other Cousin Eddie that came out recently with this dog Bella. I think it's Bella. And then we got the Union Gomez. Right there, torch in hand. We got Street Gomez next to the powder white Vapor right there. That Rumble Society bat in the front, I forget which set that came with, but I thought it looked cool there. That's that first shelf, and then below that, shocker, more Rumble Society. This time, the Pink Skulls Gig from Hell set. Got some amps, some speakers from old McFarlane figures. I think Kiss, Metallica, or Jimi Hendrix maybe. I forget exactly where they're from. I've had them for years. Gig from Hell, another Pink Skull from the first set there. We got Odious in the mosh pit. And behind him, another skull figure in the mosh pit, along with those 3 3/4 skulls that came with the Casino. I believe the Casino Royale Gomez. So there's the Gig from Hell. Below that, I got my 2 Conans, along with the Barbarian accessory set, and one of them, that alternate head, and a gang of apes, mostly NECA Kongs or NECA Planet of the Apes figures, and the MEZCO Kong, but I thought they looked cool surrounding Conan and his buddy. So there's that. And on the very bottom shelf here, I got the NECA Godzilla, the Mondo Iron Giant. I forget what that is. I don't know. It was very inexpensive. And so I bought it. It looked cool. It's sharp, man. You can cut yourself on that bat looking thing. Another NECA Kong back there. And then the newer SH Figure Arts King Kong. So a bit of a movie monster shelf along with Iron Giant. So here are my 50 Tolfas, a collection I'm very proud of. My DC figures, starting with MEZCO. Put together a MEZCO Justice League, along with that McFarlane Swamp Thing in the back. That's that new MEZCO Superman, which I really, really like. Hal Jordan, Green Arrow, Flash, Batman, Wonder Woman, Captain Marvel, Shazam, Aquaman in the front, MEZCO Justice League. Below that, MEZCO likes making Batman, and I like buying them. So I got a whole bunch of MEZCO Batman figures, including Commissioner Gordon with the bat signal. We got that old Mattel Alfred. I have I believe that's called the Hellbat from McFarlane in the back. And then I bought I bought this Constantine just so I could have a random cop to go with Gordon along with Batman. So there's that. My MEZCO Batman collection. Moving down, put together a Green Lantern Corps with the MEZCO John Stewart Green Lantern. Then I put a green Gomez head on an extra John Stewart Green Lantern I was able to pick up for a very good deal. And then surrounded those with some older Mattel and DC Collectibles Green Lantern figures, including this Kyle Rayner, which it's not bad. You know, for Mattel Multiverse, not bad. And on the very bottom, kind of a mishmash of other DC figures from MEZCO, including the first MEZCO Superman with a custom old boy head sculpt of Christopher Reeve. The MEZCO Classic Wonder Woman. Batman 2099. We have Arsenal or Red Arrow. We have that third-party Zeus, along with Kingdom Come Superman, and that villain from Batman 2099. It's all, I turn the camera on and I forget everyone's names. It's not my fault. It actually is. It is my fault. But yeah, that third party Kingdom Come Superman is just beautiful. MEZCO, take notes. Okay, so over here in D12 number 6, I have my DC villains, starting with that Storm Collectibles Ares in the back, that Mattel DC Multiverse Calabac Collect and Connect figure, MEZCO Darkseid, MEZCO Black Adam, and MEZCO Reverse Flash, along with this DC Essentials Cyborg Superman and Mattel Bizarro. With Mattel Mr. Pixelic, something like that. Mr. Mixelpic, someone will correct me. There's probably no real way to pronounce it, which is kind of the point. I have the exclusive McFarlane Grodd, or the Chase variant with the silver armor. And then the Atrocitus in the back. McFarlane Collect and Connect, or Build-A-Figure. Collect-to-Build, I think McFarlane calls them. Moving down. The Storm Collectibles Darkseid. Bane in the back with Lobo. And the Storm Collectibles Doomsday. And then in the front, I have a third-party Gorilla Grodd. Well, I consider him to be Gorilla Grodd. They didn't call him that, but he does have Blackgate on his prison uniform. And then a third-party, which is just it's basically a custom Marvel Legend Abomination with a Mattel Killer Croc head on it. Painted up nice, added some soft goods. And then this McFarlane Solomon Grundy. And the old DC Collectibles Scarecrow. I believe that is from the Arkham Knight game. So there's that villain shelf. Below that, throw it back to MEZCO with my MEZCO villains for the most part. I do have a custom Bane in the back that I made out of a Storm Collectibles Hulk Hogan. Along with KG Beast by MEZCO. Deathstroke, Joker, Black Mask, Joker and Harley. A younger, like punk style Joker and Harley. Two-Face. Katana by Mattel in the back. Poison Ivy by Mattel in the back. I really hope MEZCO does a Poison Ivy. I think they can make her really cool. And then in the front, the purple version of Catwoman, which I preferred to the black version that MEZCO did. There's DC villains, mostly by MEZCO. And then down here on the bottom is some Mattel Collect and Connect figures. Killer Croc, Clayface, and King Shark. And then the McFarlane Batrocitus, Gorilla Grodd, and the NECA Sinestro Corps Predator. And in the back, I believe that's the new 52 version of Darkseid from DC Collectibles. And here in Detolf number 7, I have Mafex with my Hush series of figures. I do have the new Nightwing that just came out. Not in the Detolf yet because I'm having too much fun posing it around at my desk. Here they are. Custom cape on that Batman right there from Rebel 10 Customs. Looks really nice. Of course, one of the best Superman figures ever made. The Mafex Superman, Hush Superman. There's that shelf. And we move down below that. Have some movie villains from the Snyderverse. It's a mix of McFarlane, Mattel, Mafex. I believe this is SH Figure Arts, the Deadshot. All villains from the Snyderverse, which seems to be all wrapped up now when they release that Flash movie with Keaton Batman in it. Comes out in like a month. Alright. Below that, it's a work in progress, but kind of a random mix of DC characters. This is going to be my Batman, mostly Nightfall display. Now, I know I only have the John Paul Valley in there, but they haven't put out a lot yet. They are doing the Batman and Bane. They've teased that. So I'm waiting on those, but for now, I have the DC collectibles. Damian, Robin, Mattel Red Hood, Mattel Tim Drake, Robin, the Flash figure, and the animated Batman Unmasked. Most of this is kind of a holding place for, until I can rearrange stuff when more Nightfall figures come in, or other Mafex Batman figures not related to Hush. And below that is going to be eventually filled out with more Mafex Death and Return of Superman figures. Right now I have the Kryptonian regeneration suit, Superman with his rocket boots on, flying there, looking great, with the mullet, so 90s. And then the Cyborg Superman, both by Mafex. I know Steel will be out soon, and they teased, I think they teased something else from that storyline. I really hope they do Doomsday. So that's the 7th Detolf. But here is my Mafex movie, Dark Knight movie collection. I think I have most of what they put out, except for they did the Bat Cycle, which I never picked that up. But I do have that Mattel Joker goon thrown in there. But it's Batman Begins, Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises. On that shelf. Below that, more DC movie stuff. In the back with the NECA Christopher Reeve Superman and Michael Keaton Batman. The Mattel Batman Returns Penguin, along with the John Wesley Ship Flash from Mattel, and the Linda Carter Wonder Woman from Mattel. Here I've got a third-party Joaquin Phoenix Joker, and next to that, the controversial Batman 89 from MEZCO, and the Christopher Reeve Superman from MEZCO, along with the NECA prop replica of Batman's grapple gun from 89 Batman. Below that, we get back into the Snyderverse with Mafex Snyderverse movie figures, Batman, Shazam, the Henry Cavill Superman in the back. I have, actually that's the MEZCO Aquaman. MEZCO Wonder Woman, Mafex Cyborg, and then Mafex Aquaman, Armored Batman, Flash, Bruce Wayne, and a MEZCO Batman right there. And off to the side, the Mattel, I forget his name, and then the ever falling over Mira, Amber Heard Mira. So that's my Snyderverse movie shelf. And below that, my Mafex Dark Knight Returns collection. They put out 4 Batman figures from this collection so far, and they have a 5th one on the way, which I did not get. Just didn't need it. It came with the horse. That's basically a statue. I hope they put out some of the mutants, at least the mutant leader. That would be cool. That Carrie Kelly Robin. So that is the 8th detolf, the last detolf. Now let me show you what's on top. So if you watch the 3 POA podcast, and I hope you do, you can see these detolfs and what's on top behind me during the show. It might be kind of hard to make these out because I need to add some lighting under here. But obviously, and I've uploaded this to YouTube before in a short, quick, like 2-minute video, but this is my Action Force collection. Over here with some Night Ops Steel Brigade. Put an extra cable head I had, movie cable head, on that Steel Brigade body. But the torso, is a black tank top. Who has the black tank top? I believe it's Sergeant Slaughter. I think. I should know that. Anyway, I have a greenish Steel Brigade team here. Over here, I went with gray camo colors for the Steel Brigade squad. That's what I love about this line. The kit bashing is so easy to do. They're so easy to pop and swap and customize, switch gear sets, kind of make it your own. And then over here, I have kind of a scene built out of a battle going on with these diorama displays I got from BBTS. Got Duster on top there with Kill Switch, some Steel Brigade coming out the gate. Got some Delta Troopers in this remote controlled Jeep. Fit them pretty well. They're running through some Scarabs and some Swarm. Swarm incoming. Now behind there I have, these were Kickstarter prints on the back wall there, those posters. Those are all Kickstarter prints. The old Condor design before the second Kickstarter. Pretty cool. It is signed by Ron Rudat. Swarm. And then over here we got the Garrison, along with Carrick stabbing these fools. Blood effects from Super Action stuff, I believe. Garrison popped a Bone Breaker head on an Action Force body, put him on the Ram cycle. Thought it looked cool. Got Bone Collector there. Oh, look who showed up! The Terminator fighting with Action Force. Mafex Terminator. Eclipse there. Pandora's hanging out. Maybe she switched sides, I don't know. The Trigger. Those Dorkside exclusive troopers. Slaughter version 2. Yep, black tank top. Yep. got this third party, I believe it's a Black Hawk Down figure. I've had that for a few years. Really cool looking. Kind of put together like a MEZCO, soft goods and all that, but super, super intricate. Especially all these little straps, getting everything set up and put on them was really hard. The top of the guard tower got Desert Rat. Camo netting by White Vegeta, White Mike. I got a Duke head there on an Action Force figure. Thought it looked cool. Of course, there's the Honey Badger vehicle in there, if you can see it. Custom 3D printed Honey Badger from my buddy Brian. Looks cool. And then right over here on the wall next to the Detolfs is my Minton Box Action Force collection. Got the prototype set there, all 6 figures from Series 1. And I got some prototype pieces that Bobby gave me, including the Scarab head and some Bone Collector masks. And then the VALAVERSE poker chip from Joe Fest 2021. Below that, my signed Action Force Sergeant Slammer, my signed Desert Rat. It says, "I love laser pants." Thank you, Tony. And then next to that is my Sergeant Slaughter with the custom soft goods by Rebel 10 Customs. That was the Joe Fest 2022 exclusive. And on the bottom, I have my one-of-one Pandora prototype. The Bloody Pandora. And the signed Duster. Alright guys, so that's the end of part 3 of my collection tour. Hope you enjoyed it. And I may do this again, I don't know, in like a year or so, maybe 2 years. Collection's got to change a bit before I do another one. So thanks for checking this out, and I'll see you on the 3POA podcast.